West Cascades in eastern Lane County, and biking up this road. Just stopped off here at this little clearing to take a rest and ran into, couldn't help but running into a magnificent fruiting of what I think to be Xerocomellus, some species of Xerocomellus. I did this for photos, but it's a pretty representative picture of what we're dealing with here. Now, I cut this open maybe 5-7 minutes ago, and it didn't start staining blue until a couple minutes after being exposed to the air. And with this mushroom here, doesn't seem to be any staining. Did that with my knife, and doesn't seem like the pores are staining at all. But what a magnificent thing. I see stuff like this and I just don't understand how people aren't more interested in this stuff. I just can't help it. That's just what I think. I'm not trying to call anyone out or anything. That is just genuinely what I think. Like, look at this stuff, man. And just wait. Just wait. Not only are there more right here, well, there's more over here. There. Just look at this frame, and just tell me that isn't amazing. I don't understand. But I want to understand. Try not to disturb it too much, but I lifted up this log and look, they're just coming out the frickin', those are the pins right there. Nothing but a bunch of mycelial threads yet, but you can see like the whole life stage of the fruiting body, coming from literally just mycelial threads right there to little pins, and then to what becomes later on the full mushroom fruiting body. And there's a truck coming, unfortunately. That truck just pulled in right here. I don't know if they saw me or not, but I gave a hoot and a holler. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Like, look at this. I just found, I put it back where I found it, but just growing underneath this little sheet of cedar bark. Just look at that. Like, why? Why and how? 2, 4 more here, more coming up beneath that piece of firewood that someone cut and left forever ago. Look, there's all those tiny little buttons and pins in there. Now, I don't know if this species is there's more right there. I don't know if this species is edible. I don't particularly care. I'm just amazed. I'm gonna take some home regardless, because I already picked a few and there's clearly it's doing fine. What's that? Oh, clearly it's doing quite fine right here. Maybe I'm just catching it on one of the best years it's had in a while, but regardless, just this whole little clearing right here is just dotted with them. You know, come back in a few days and just this potentially all of these. Wow, I didn't even mean, I just put my hand on one. I just put my hand on the ground and there was one right there. You get the point. It's amazing. So I'm gonna figure out what species this is. Again, I think it's a Xerocomellus species. What in the fuck? This is just someone's like clothes or something. Oh, it's like a dog toy. Try and get this out of here. Try and figure out what species this is. When I get home, remember this spot for sure. I mean, obviously it's a, well, maybe not obviously to me. It's looks to me like it could be an old log skid path where they dragged logs through the woods. Since we've grown into this magnificent forest of Douglas-fir and hemlock and some western red cedar. It's blanketed in moss, decaying wood. Now I'm just going off right now. There's a nice red cedar right there. I'm going off the rails. But, see, I feel, oh, whoa. I feel bad even doing that, but there's more pins coming up. Who knows what those will be in a few days. You never fucking know. Wow, yeah, more pins. Something. I wasn't even looking for mushrooms. Look at this too. More pins there. This whole log is just filled with mycelium. Tiny little things here. I don't know what these. Get my buddy to ID these. He likes the tiny things. It's just amazing. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.